All right, CISD educators. So as we're thinking about going through distance learning again, and then the uncertainty of being back on school, it's important for us to have a common learning template inside of Schoology. This will ensure that learners and parents are getting the same experience on knowing where all of this information lives that they need to successfully learn from your course. So we have created the CISD distance learning template to use starting fall 2020. And this lives inside of the CISD curriculum and instruction group in Schoology. If you are not a member of this group, I have the join code listed down below this video. So just make sure you pull it there. I've also included instructions on where to go to enter in that code. Once you are inside of the group and you go to the group resources, you're going to see the distance learning template here. In order to pull this into your course, you have a few different ways. I'm going to show you one way. So I'm going to click inside of the CISD distance learning template. And then if I click on this box up here, it's going to select each of my folders. Okay. At this point, I'm going to be able to click Edit and Add to Course. Okay, your courses will all show up here. These are all the courses that you are an admin of. And so I'm going to select the course that I am using. And then I'm going to click Import. Now it says your templates have been imported, so I'm going to go back to my course. So notice that this is a course that I'm using. I have already renamed my sections and have them linked together so that me and Miss Bossman are really teaching as a team and that we're going to be able to pick each other up where needed. And if I just refresh that page, there is my template. So a couple of things that I want to show now that we have the template inside of the course. Notice that it's published to all sections inside of the course. Now, inside of this course information folder, one of the things is that you might want some educator contact information. There might be some pieces inside of there that you want to show up only for your sections and not for Ms. Bossman's sections, for example. So to do this, I just click on the settings gear to the right, and then I can click on Edit. And then if I scroll down a little bit, I have the option to select sections to customize. Once I do that, I can simply uncheck the ones that I do not want to publish this to. I'm going to click outside of that box. And then I'm going to uncheck this one that publishes to everyone else so that I know only my sections are going to see that folder. And there we go. And you can actually do that same thing for any of your course materials inside of Schoology. So we advocate for you guys being able to teach the same and have that equitable learning experience for your kids. But we understand that there are some times when you need to publish something only to your section, and you can use that same process. Okay. The other piece I wanted to mention inside of here is that you're going to need to edit the contents of this course information folder. There is currently nothing inside of there, so you can fill that up. The next folder is the parent information folder. This folder is super important. This one, we do have resources already preloaded inside of here. I'm going to click inside of it. And once I do, I can see that this first page is just for you, educator tips. So once you have read this page, you're going to want to make sure to delete it because parents don't need to see that information. And this is where I go to delete the page. But make sure you read it before you delete the page. One of the things that it talks about inside of this page is how to make pages display inline so that you don't have to click inside of the page in order to view the information that is in that page. To do this, you're going to click on the Settings button to the right of the page and Edit. And then down at the very bottom here, what we're looking for is this button. It kind of looks like a grayed out newspaper, and it says Display on New Page. But when I click on it, it now says Display Inline, which is what I want to do. And so now that it says Display Inline and it's all colored in, I can click on Save Changes. And notice that the About Me page now shows up directly inside of Schoology, and I don't have to click inside of that page in order to view this information. So you as the educator, you're going to want to go in and edit this page as well. And again, on this one, you might want to make it to where only your sections see your About Me. And then the next piece is navigating Schoology as a parent guardian. This one I'm going to want to display inline as well. So I'm going to follow those same steps to display inline, save changes. And this page is really important because this is where we want parents to be directed to with questions on how they can support their learners, not only with Schoology, but with how to support them with digital learning in general. So this is very important here. And then we have a video on navigating Schoology with the CISD parent login. So this walks parents through what their version of Schoology looks like, how to navigate it. So this is another important piece to have inside of this parent information folder, as well as the Coppell ISD return to school information. All right, I'm going to scroll back up to the top and go back to my course homepage. And then this learning folder is where you are really creating all of your learning experiences for your kids. And so if I go inside of there, I'm going to notice that we have weekly folders set up, ending for that first week where we are technically back in school. So we got the first 3 weeks taken care of here for you. We do want to use those weekly folders, but beyond that, you can choose whether you create daily folders within those weeks, or if you have all of those learning materials individually inside of the week. This is where it's really important to not publish some future weeks so that kids are not working too far in advance. The reason being is that we need to see daily engagement inside of Schoology in order to help us track attendance for state purposes. We have information about how to publish and unpublish folders and course materials inside of our professional learning library in the Welcome Week folder. So I highly recommend viewing that, as well as recommend viewing how to leverage the course calendar and other information in there, including individually assigning and creating grading groups. So these are all ways we can maximize our Schoology experience for our learners and our parents. And the course template is going to help us provide a streamlined and equitable experience for them as well. Please, as always, reach out to your digital learning coach if you have any questions about the template or how to do any of the things that I've described here in this video. Thank you guys for all that you do, and I hope that you guys have a great day.